broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I was working in the
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another after show for NXT right here on AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Kathy Kelly. It's Halloween.
You're not Kathy Kelly.
I'm Catwoman.
There's the gimmick. Excellent
You
gimmick.
can't even see my ears, though.
I can see them. That's fine.
Anyways, sitting across from me, as always, we've got, I don't even know what to call you.
I guess
We're the Lucha Dragons! Yeah, I'm Callisto, and he's not.
Neither of you have earballs, though, this week.
No, none of us have
No
ears.
ears, yes.
Yeah, these are gonna fall right off.
The hair, though.
Do you want to do the gimmick? Do you want to do the gimmick?
What are we? Oh, no, yeah.
No, what the?
We're gonna fusion. I want to do fusion and then Lucha, because it takes the transformation.
But then we be one person.
Lucha.
Hell of a show this week.
We operate as one.
Hell of a show
Haluva
this week.
show,
As one.
if you will. It's a haluva show.
Yeah, you're right. I was just doing the Sin Cara bit.
Anywho, let's get into
Excellent for our audio
tonight's-
listeners.
Yes.
Shrinking.
Thank you guys for watching.
And listening.
And listening.
It's the special Halloween after show. Even though they didn't really
There's nothing really
celebrate it on
Halloween-y.
NXT, which I was kind of disappointed
Well,
in.
I
Halloweener.
bet they didn't know when this was gonna run anyway.
Yeah.
It's too hard to prep for something like that.
But didn't you really want a women in
Like the costume
the
thing? No, that's for
match?
tomorrow. That's
I
probably
know.
gonna be
There's
tomorrow.
one thing you didn't mention on your Diva segment this week.
We'll get to that.
we will.
Wait, thank you.
So we start off tonight's episode with Sami Zayn backstage in one of the WWE.com segments. Titus interrupts him, and Sami says that he wants to go after Neville, but Titus says that he has to go through him first, since Titus had a match against Neville last week, even though he lost.
Well.
Makes sense to me.
Makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Even though we've been talking about how the past couple weeks that Tyler Breeze should really be the technical #1 contender-ish thing.
Yeah.
Ish thing. Well,
Ish thing,
I
I saw
have
that
some
movie.
good news for you at the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there.
I'm really excited to hear what it is because I don't know.
That's what you like to call a lead.
A tease.
The bit. Fine. What? Can we talk about
tease.
this after the show? Okay.
Let's talk about the tag team battle royale.
Yeah.
That was a lot of people in the ring.
It was 10 people, and it was just bedlam. It was
Yeah.
like
Madness.
it was like a half excited Royal Rumble because everybody was just. It was actually it was very reminiscent of like the old days of battle royals where you would just get people in there like the sideshows, the bigger guys, just to kind of win and everything. But everybody was just like, "What's that? Hello?"
It was the sound of the Rumble horn. That's what that was. The
It was
Battle
the
Royale
kickoff
has
for the
officially
Battle Royale.
started.
Very good. Very perfect.
Yes.
Because there was just a whole lot of nothing in this, to be perfectly
There was,
honest.
yeah.
When everybody
well,
was there, it
I'm
was just
glad
like,
you said it.
huh.
Yeah.
There's a phrase in the business to describe something like this, but I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, it was a mess.
It was pretty bad. Though we did see the intelligence from the vaudevillains
Vaudevillains,
when
yeah.
everybody else, when the Blake and Wesley Blake and I can't remember names. It's terrible.
Buddy Murphy.
Murphy and
Wesley
Blake
Blake, Buddy Murphy, Jason Jordan, and Ty Dillinger were
all got thrown
eliminated
out at the same time, and they took the advantage to let's just roll under and.
I thought
take
it
a
was
break.
kind of weird though, like if everyone was thrown out at the same time, but the original stipulation was if one tag team member was out, then the entire tag team was eliminated.
Was that the stipulation?
I thought so.
No, because usually
was
it's both have to
Oh,
be
okay.
eliminated, but they did it that way anyway. Everybody just got
Yeah.
eliminated at the same time. That's cleaner. They didn't have a too long of a segment to do it.
I mean, it started
Yeah.
the show, and how many matches do we have total? Like,
I think it was like 4.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So we think that the Ascension has won. However, they did not. They eliminated Enzo and Cass, but then Hideo Itami comes out, distracts them. The vaudevillains, those smart devils,
Scoundrels.
get out from their hiding spot under the ring.
Yeah.
And
This
take the...
there was a whole. This is weird because there's a lot of times when we just gush about how excellent NXT is, and that's a very telling sentence to begin a story with.
Oh boy.
This week started very slow. There was a lot of people, there was a lot of action that happened, but it was very slow. With the tag team battle royal, everybody got eliminated at the same time, and then then we'll beat them up. We did get to see Enzo with the punch, how are you doing? And then get hit and knocked down. Like once the first two teams were eliminated, we started to see the character of everybody. But with Hideo Itami, the Ascension lost and good, the Vaudevillains won, but then Hideo Itami again just getting beat down. Like it's
Biting
like I said it last
more
week.
than he can chew.
It's getting stagnant.
Yeah.
Especially, we'll get to it later in the show. Like he seems like he has a plan, and then he just throws it at the window and go, well, I guess I'll try one more time this week. But it's still it's not doing him any favors. It's not doing the Ascension any favors. It's a very curious thing that they're trying to do, and it's very important for somebody that most of America's audience are being introduced for the first time.
Yeah.
He should be the strongest guy in the room, but they're not booking him that way.
Exactly. Strength is key. Strength, and he lacks it in his intelligence, and physically he's being dominated by this tag team that has dominated everybody. Just another victim. That's what he becomes.
I just want to see something happen.
Exactly.
We've been waiting and waiting.
We want something to happen. It's been weeks.
We've been watching that carrot dangle. We want to bite it.
And you know what? So does chat. We have one person in particular, Kathy. You should have told me this. Somebody in chat named Kathy's boyfriend agrees that it's a little stagnant. So thank you for
Someone
joining
should
us,
have told me that
Kathy's boyfriend, for joining us tonight as our special guest. So thank you very much.
I'm surprised by that as well.
That must be his Halloween costume.
Yeah, but again, did anybody really? Nobody really had a chance to stand out in the tag match. Like we really wanted to see.
I think Cass and Enzo actually did because they went toe to toe with the Ascension, literally, and actually got their licks in and looked like they were maybe on par with the Ascension there for a little bit. That was something, and I was happy to see that.
But what made me sad was Blake and Murphy. We've been seeing them on the up and up these past couple of weeks, but this week it was just kind of like they were doing some good double team stuff.
Oh, definitely.
But it was still more of that like, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him.
That's kind of what you expect from someone named Buddy, though.
Nah, well.
Whoa, buddy.
Hey, I'm not your friend, Buddy.
I'm not your buddy guy.
I knew Buddy Guy. He was a great person.
Yes.
It was just bizarre, and with. With the Ascension even more hammering it home, we don't want you here. We're gonna send you back to Japan in a box. Like, okay, all right, that as well. They already did that promo. They did it backstage last week. So it's just like, it's for one thing for the people seeing the recording, but it's another.
Drain to nowhere.
Yeah.
It's the rule of threes, you know.
Yeah, it's not just comedy.
No.
It's getting repetitive, and next week hopefully there's enough of what's gonna happen.
Something's gotta happen.
Yeah.
Something's gotta happen.
Something has got to happen. Let's talk about the next match, Emma versus Carmella. Carmella comes out on the mic. She says she's the princess of Staten Island and the princess of NXT.
How you doing?
Bada bing, hottest chick in the ring.
Oh, she's got a
Major
counter
diss to Emma.
phrase.
Yeah.
She's bad.
Oh, no, they introduced her that way with old blue pants.
Old blue pants, blue pants.
But I mean, this is a very rare appearance that we get to see Emma. Of course, we saw her last week, but yeah.
Well, unfortunately,
and
it shouldn't be that way.
It looks like she hasn't gotten much experience lately because she lost. She tapped out to Carmella pretty quick.
It was a solid back and forth. Let's give her that.
It was.
There were a lot of, and this kind of I enjoyed the match, but this went along with what I was saying, where it was kind of a slow start because the pacing wasn't necessarily deliberate, but it seemed like there were a couple of more pauses on this one than there should have been.
Does that kind of undermine the talent of some of the females that have been there longer by Carmella coming in and her character saying that she's only been wrestling for like 2 weeks and then winning?
Yes, but...
Or is she just naturally talented?
Some girls are gifted, you're right. God just gives and he keeps on giving.
Well, if that's the gimmick, then she goes up against Charlotte with natural selection, and then like you have the naturals, or they become a female tag team.
Selection versus NXT noob.
Yeah, to noob.
Naturals, I like that. Actually, that's...
The naturals is a thing, you know that, right?
No, it's the new naturals, and they're women, which is ironic.
That's not ironic.
A little,
yeah.
Because...
Oh, okay.
Now you get it.
It's a Charlotte joke about things.
Yes.
Hi.
Parts.
Good morning. Today's news, Charlotte's back.
Noobs versus boobs.
She said it for us. I was going to say
honestly,
it, but it's
we
better
couldn't
that,
have said
that
it. She had to say it.
Yeah.
She had to say it.
Yeah.
We couldn't. Our tongues would burn in our mouths, and our faces would be as black as sackcloth. Oh, God, it's happened!
Yeah. Well, at least you got the tape on your front part.
Well, yeah, it's got a duct tape
on your front part.
What were
That's
you
my
gonna
band
say,
in
Mark?
high school. There was a lot of really good submission work in here. The body scissors from Carmella on Emma was I have to actually put it up here because of the flipping gimmick. But Emma's strength when she picked Carmella up and slammed her right back down. That was pretty intense. That was pretty cool.
A lot of core. I'll save this for the match, and it's something we haven't seen. Usually a personal debut, and they'll have sort of a one-sided debut for a while. Your Mojo Rallies, your Baron Corbins. This is the first time we've actually seen somebody debut. They have the squash match, and immediately their second match, they have a legitimate contest where you don't know who's going to win. She actually pulled out a victory. This wasn't like, oh, she got her in the head scissor thing again. No, sir. She had to work for it. Emma put up a hell of a fight. She made her look legitimate.
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
What do you think about this NXT tryout segment?
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got it.
I saw the full-length video a little earlier this week.
You did? Okay.
I did. Oh God, it gets me real pumped.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. It super does.
I love
so want to be there.
The line, should have tried out for basket weaving instead. That's great.
Getting a chance to see what actual training is like firsthand really gives a lot of perspective to the people who are like, oh, I could totally do that. And that's not saying that not everybody could be a professional wrestler. I've seen a blind guy be a professional wrestler. People say he should have been the ref, but
literally,
no.
We both have. It's the same guy.
Yeah. He was helped by a very smiley individual.
Yes. So I knew two blind men who were wrestlers.
Really?
That's
Two?
such a shoot. Yeah.
So,
two blind guys.
It was interesting to see how intense it really could be. They didn't show. Like, they showed a lot of the trainers there, but they didn't show any of the talent working.
Actually, the interviews they had with the talent on the full-length video, you can recognize somebody who's been in Hollywood recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
A guy by the name of Jeff Cobb.
Oh, okay.
Olympic wrestler. Legit deal. Guy is, jeez, he's huge. Yeah. Not like big, but he's got that barrel stomach, so you know he can toss you as far as he wants.
Yeah.
New member of the Vaudevillains.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was cool to see this, and I think for people that haven't necessarily seen all of the Performance Center, it was cool to kind of get a little glimpse of that too.
Did they show it on Raw?
No.
Okay, because I wonder if they'll show it on anything other than NXT.
Maybe SmackDown tomorrow night.
Perhaps. We'll see.
Yeah. Wrestling ain't fake, people. Just remember that. Training is real. It's hard as anything.
Speaking of someone who got a lot of squash matches at the very beginning, Bull Dempsey versus Justin Gabriel.
That was the thing. Like, when he was just talking about it, now we've seen the evolution of Bull doing the actual full matches. And this was a really good contest because you got to see you could just get to see more Bull. And a lot... Hey, Mr. Dempsey is his father. But you got to see him... Something I noticed was... Anytime they would go, well, most of the time when they would go for a lockup, Bull would shove Justin Gabriel away. It wasn't just like a break. It was get the hell off me. It was super like, all right, now you come back and I'm gonna wallop you. It was really good and really telling for what Bull can be in a more of a. I mean, this was a full match.
And this was against main roster talent.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a real test right there.
Former tag team champion.
Yeah.
What any other highlights from this match other than Bull winning?
The reversals. There were a couple of reversals that were pretty spectacular. There was he caught Gabriel for a sidewalk slam and was kind of losing him a bit, he picked him right back up and slammed him down onto the ground.
It was Gabriel went for that head scissor, and he stopped Gabriel's momentum mid-swing.
Which is really hard.
Yeah.
It showed his strength. And also when Gabriel went for the spinning DDT, and he just threw him right back up. That was fantastic.
And you see Justin Gabriel go to the air as he often does, and when he's working against somebody like Bull Dempsey, it doesn't do that much. But when Bull Dempsey comes off that top rope, it's the end. That's it. Bull Dempsey is a monster, and just him perched on that top rope, you see it sag, and you go, holy cow, I don't think the ring's gonna make it. Nope. And then he comes up with that headbutt, and that's it.
Yeah.
And this was another case like we saw last week with the Vaudevillains where he won in an alternative way that that's not necessarily his finisher.
Yeah. Good surprise.
Yeah.
Changing it up.
You're a good surprise, Kathy.
I'm a good surprise?
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. Catwoman was a good surprise. You know what would have been a better surprise?
What?
Daenerys Targaryen. It would have been a pretty... That's okay. We're not going to talk about it.
Swerve.
Yeah. Oh, she did it. Oh.
She's learning.
Damn it.
So we get a backstage segment with Bayley, and she says that if Becky wants to bring a friend, Sasha, of course, who Bayley thinks brainwashed Becky, then Becky's gonna bring a friend too, Charlotte.
That was the name I was not expecting.
No.
They're like the NXT mega powers. That's what they are.
Yeah.
They really are.
Bayley and Charlotte?
Yeah. You got the people's favorite and the champ. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah. No, that's a pretty good way of doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exciting to see that match next week.
Yeah. Do you think that Bayley and Charlotte will work well together or work together at all?
I think they'll have a good professional relationship like they've been letting on these past couple of weeks, but it's not going to be like BFFs 3.
Yeah. I don't think Charlotte's past the point now of sacrificing or getting a loss just so that she can throw someone under the bus.
Yeah, no,
she's in it to win it.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah, she is. I think they're gonna work together, like you said, very professionally. I don't expect this to last very long because Bayley's gotta have that feeling. You know, Charlotte's the champ.
Yeah.
Any shot she gets at the title, she's gonna have to take it. Charlotte's gotta understand that she's got the target on her. This is business, strictly. It's personal against those across the ring, but the alliance is all business.
Yeah. So, what do we predict next week? Do we see...
Yeah, hopefully a 2-segment match that steals the show.
Yeah.
Oh my, that would be lovely.
I
mean,
love that too.
the tag matches usually do go longer.
Yeah.
In terms of the women's tag matches, usually go longer. Hopefully, I would love to see it start the show. That'd be a great way to start it off, just with a whole
that
head full of
makes
steam.
sense to me.
Yeah, I like it. Baron Corbin versus Briggs.
The only reason we know is because he wrote it on the back of his shirt.
I know.
Actually, that's the only way anybody can tell your name in these matches.
Yeah, is their tag.
I mean,
or check the toe tag.
Maybe 20 seconds before we got the end of days, Baron Corbin gets the win.
And how did we know that it was about 20 seconds? Because the crowd was chanting it. They were counting down. That's an awesome gimmick. That's excellent.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome.
You're counting down till the end of days.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And the new light effect on him in the ring is just like, oh, this is so metal. It's really cool. Just more Baron Corbin. And now that we've seen how successful it can be for somebody like Bull, it's going to be really exciting to see him evolve into that full match guy.
Okay. I hope it's a smooth evolution, you know.
I mean, we got it well with Ryback on the main roster, and now he's back to being a good guy.
Ryback had that background. He just did not just appear out of nowhere. He made a career out of this business. Baron Corbin, he's a little bit newer. Let's see how able he is to pick up on this whole wrestling thing. Yeah.
Well said.
I know.
Let's talk about the next match, Sylvester Lefort versus Marcus Louis. This has been a while coming. This match, Louis ended up winning.
Not too surprisingly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. You know, I like a guy like Sylvester Lefort. He doesn't fit the mold at all. So, you kind of want to see him win one. Especially a guy who hasn't won a damn thing.
Yeah,
he hasn't won like a consolation prize.
Yeah, he's just he's just kind of filling a role right now.
Yeah,
excuse me. And seeing him and his physique and his talent on the mic and his ability to take a bump and his ability to give him when he can.
Yeah,
you know that this guy's got talent, and they hired him for a reason. You don't know what end it's of, but. I say it week after week, I just want to see Lefort actually wrestle. And at the beginning of this match, we saw he came out with a lot of aggression, a lot of force, a lot of punches.
Swinging.
But he fought a guy who was about size and a half of him.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's his new gimmick.
Yep.
He determined it.
It works. He's freaky looking. He ain't got no hair.
He's the other.
He's got kind of bumpy face. A guy without hair looks all bumpy. That's why I have all the hair. Yeah. I don't look bumpy
I think he looks like an adult baby.
That's not a
muscular
positive.
Adult baby.
How does he go out after shows, and get drinks?
Does he?
Do people think
Beanies?
He probably thinks he has alopecia? Yeah. That poor guy. He doesn't.
Oh no, that's the thing. It's like the double thing. He goes out with someone. He's like, "Hey man, my buddy, can you help him out? He just found out. He just found out that he just lost all of his hair.
Quality wingman is what he needs.
Who would be the best wingman for Marcus Louis?
That's a good question.
His husband?
No.
Oh, okay.
His husband's not looking to get him laid.
You know who I would say?
Who?
Baron Corbin. I would love to see Baron Corbin.
I'll bet Baron Corbin's like a chick magnet, and he just throws one occasionally to Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them tattoos and that brooding gets you women.
But what a match!
I'm brooding. Oh.
Don't you touch me.
I'm really turned off right now, actually.
Like a light switch. Just go click.
That's what my wife says.
Yeah, no, I've heard it before.
Yeah.
What?
She says it.
He just met the fine lady. She is real, you know. She's
the
not
whole bed is real.
Canadian.
I know she's real. Happy belated anniversary.
Thank you. Wow, you really? Wow. I mean, it's pretty belated at this point. Almost the numbers were reversed. It was 1-3, not 3-1. Gets it.
At least I said it.
Yeah. Don't be an ass, hobo.
Unlike Phil's Vitek, who didn't wish me anything.
He's not here.
Yeah, he's watching. He always watches. In the wings is the Phantom of AfterBuzz.
Thank God you're covering the microphone. Jesus.
Let's talk about this main event.
Hey man, it's Halloween. No, well, there was something before the main event.
Yes.
So finally, we're gonna see something happen. Oh, my voice. We're gonna see something happen.
You've been doing a lot of talking.
Yeah, I have. That was actually just came from another after show. Hideo Itami, hey, I'm gonna bring a friend next week. So watch out. Why didn't you bring anybody for the past 2 weeks?
He didn't sound that much like Stallone.
No, but that's me being Stallone, and that's my Stallone too. Like that's the thing. It's a Rocky musical. But with Tommy right now, it's just, why now? What happened tonight that didn't happen 2 nights ago when your friend and translator and essentially window to America, Funaki, gets beat up.
Yeah.
You go 2 weeks without calling anybody else? That's so weird.
I probably would be pretty pissed if my handler got beat up. Yeah. Like, he's in the hospital, and I'm kind of here without a friend. So now, but wait a couple of weeks and I'll call somebody.
Maybe he just wasn't thinking straight.
Okay,
was
explain
so-
For 2
that.
weeks?
Explain that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't quite commit. That's all right.
No.
What? Just bizarre.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
Well,
Devils.
those are cat ears. They're not horns.
Cadvocate?
So,
Cadvocate?
Yep.
You've beat me to it.
That pun was a
That sounds like a
catastrophe.
person who puts in catheters.
It was delayed.
Can we not talk about catheters, though?
Spooky Halloween AfterBuzz on NXT.
If you want to see a real horror show, watch a catheter demonstration. You
And
won't
that
see
Live on
Main
the
event.
WWE Network for $9.99.
Gerald Briscoe, Pat Patterson.
Legends House Season 2.
I do want to mention real quick, we got an email from one of the publicists at WWE today.
Yes, we did.
And she
we
mentioned
did.
she wanted us to just shout this out real quick, that they are actually doing a month free for the network. So if you don't have the network right now, you can watch the entire month for free of November.
And you
It's a
can
month.
cancel it
And you
because
get the pay-per-view as well.
yeah, they
so.
just added. They've done away with the commitment. You can cancel anytime.
Actually,
so you
I
can,
think that's
Month by month.
as of December or
no,
January.
no. Vince
No,
said
it's-
Is it
right
November?
away.
November.
Vince said
Wow,
right away.
That's a real
They
treat.
sent us the email.
Yeah, we got it. We
I
got
didn't
it.
real.
get an email.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I am a hobo.
Blame he didn't go to the YMCA today, so he couldn't get their free Wi-Fi. But yeah, you get the free month, and you can cancel it whenever you can. Hopefully, it allows you to stick around. Tell your friends. Watch NXT, which is the best show on the network,
Please.
possibly the company.
Should.
And then be in the comments for us. This isn't a wrap up, I promise.
us.
We love your thoughts.
We love you.
Your thoughts are tasty. They're sweet like candy.
I've been trying to talk about the main event for like 30 minutes now, and we've only been on the air for 26. So can we talk about it?
Hey, we got 10 minutes. We can talk about it. We usually don't get enough time to talk about the main event.
I know.
So let's not. Let's talk about something else that's been
Titus
bothering.
Network
versus
again.
Sami Zayn. This match. Whoa.
Hot dog.
I mean,
Thank you,
just
Joey
to end
Lawrence.
into, whoa. The exploder suplex into the turnbuckle. Sammy ends up winning with a haluva kick, and
This whole match was Sammy working uphill.
It was absolutely from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
There just so much. Like Titus is a beast, and we say it all the time. He's too nice of a guy to be a heel sometimes, but it's these matches. It's definitely been the ones with Sammy that have just been like, holy crap.
Yeah.
This like he needs to he's working and performing on like a main event level. Like if these matches with I could see him doing these matches with Ziggler. I could see
anyone on the main
really
roster.
with the only person that I think that he couldn't do them with is Cesaro because they're both doing like similar
stuff.
strongman type of things. But aside from Cesaro, maybe
But we've seen
maybe
that,
Brock.
and them going up against each other was actually really good.
Oh well, there you go.
No, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was match
What are you
of the
talking about?
year.
I don't know, I
Going
haven't
against
seen it.
Cesaro?
I didn't see it.
How did you not see it?
Titus
you-
and Cesaro?
No.
Sami
and
Zayn.
No, I'm talking about Titus. Titus is a monster. No, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
okay.
Yes.
We
confused.
were.
That makes
Yeah, you
so
I thought I was
lost
clear
us.
on that.
Enough he
You
and start
weren't.
using like
Yes.
names of people.
Titus is strong. Like, no, but Sammy's underdog thing, he can work that with anybody. Brock Lesnar will kill him. But for Titus, he constantly shows the nice guy side, but then he shows how much of a monster he is in the ring. And this sort of style of just like, get the hell off me, throwing people away, could work with just about anybody.
I would love to see T.O. and Cesaro go at it.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I'd like to see that
because
type of
they
match.
don't have the same moveset.
No, they don't have the same moveset, but they're both that strong, throw you away.
Absolutely. And Titus O'Neil eats, like, strikes. Every strike that Sami Zayn threw, Titus just took it and was like, damn you, boy! And just hit him harder.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Damn you, boy.
Damn you, boy!
He hit him. He got him, lifted him up in like a powerbomb position, and then hit just a gross backbreaker.
Oh, yeah.
Just totally laid him out across his shoulder. That was gross. This was a really entertaining match because this is the type of match that Sami Zayn is supposed to have.
He's famous for at this point. This is what you expect from Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Although you don't always expect him to get the win.
No.
And he proved that he could do it tonight.
And lifting him over his head with the huge exploder, like
Oh,
Kathy
man,
said.
it was like,
Took everything in him.
Yeah.
And the fact that he would have to wrestle another match that night. Excuse me, I mean next week.
Next week.
Next week. That was the surprise. Was when Tyler Breeze.
Surprise.
Let's talk about that. So, Prince Pretty himself came out after this match.
King of Cuteville.
And he said that King of Cuteville.
King of Cuteville.
Anyways, Tyler Breeze said that while beating Titus was great and all, but the real #1 contender should have been Tyler Breeze. So to face Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn should face Tyler first.
Yeah, he's really, like, he brought it up. He's the one guy that Sami hasn't beat.
Yeah. And I love this, that there really will be no, like, it can't be disputed if Sami Zayn goes through every single one of these people and beats all of them. Then he genuinely, he should have that title shot.
They're actually making it a road to redemption. Like, he's traveling through his past. The only thing that could be like the icing on the cake is if the night before this title match, he has to fight Cesaro, and that's and he, like, that would be the last crowning thing, where if he ends up beating Cesaro,
he has to fight Brock Lesnar to get a chance.
Well, I mean, like, his
And
personal
Adrian
road. It's like
Neville.
he's
No,
fighting
I
through his
know.
demons. Spooky Halloween.
He could fight Kane.
Well, he never fought
Demon
Kane.
Kane. I know. He said he was fighting through his
I
demons.
would like to see Adrian Neville versus Brock Lesnar. I don't.
That's
just
like
out of my
it's
right
like a
brain.
Fantasy
bear
booking.
trying to swat a fly.
Exactly, and that's the whole appeal. How do you fight something you can't catch? It's like Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman, except they're white and wrestle.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's right on that.
right. Different people, but the same thing.
This was
I should end my story as a sentence early.
You probably should.
Yeah.
This was a very bizarre show. It was a very transitional show. The majority of the reason of the stuff that was on here was, excuse me, geez, I'm just gross. The majority of the stuff that happened on this show was just to set up next week, and we don't get those shows very often, so it's
No.
weird to have them. We kind of got a closing of a chapter with the whole Lefort Louis thing. So it's
we kind of also knew that the Vaudevillains would be next in line to face.
that's what they were building to. There really wasn't
just
anybody
assumed
else.
That. We didn't know that for sure, but yeah.
Yeah. So this was super transitional. It was an okay show, which is still better than some of the other ones.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm freaking excited for next week.
Exactly. No, I'm very excited for next week too. It
did its job.
It did its job. Yes, which is more than can be said for some of the other shows.
You guys, I'm so proud of us because we spaced out this show perfectly, where we had time to talk about the main event and everything else.
There was one more thing to talk about.
Oh,
there was.
What?
Kevin Steen's ring name was recently trademarked by the WWE, and it's going to be Kevin Owens. And it was like, Kevin Owens, what's that? His son is named Owen.
Aww.
And I believe he's autistic.
He has a child who's autistic. I am not sure if it is
Owen. I don't know how many children he has.
He's a very serious family man.
Yeah.
He is. So it doesn't surprise a whole lot of people that this was the name he would pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very sentimental.
yeah.
He has something to fight for every time he gets in that ring. He's got to think about his kids every time he's in that ring.
I love that.
It's really deep, man.
It's really beautiful when you think about it.
It is.
So let us know your thoughts on this NXT in the comments on YouTube. Please subscribe to us on iTunes as well. Rate us on there and leave us a comment. Tell your friends, we'd love that, and keep on watching.
Yeah, we talk to you in the comments every week, so make sure to comment. We start intense conversations between listeners, between us, and it's a wonderful time.
Start intense conversations between each other.
Yeah,
Man, they got a lot to say.
I love the community that we have with the show.
You can also find us on social media. Where can they find you?
I thought you were gonna hit me with your whip because you're Catwoman. You can find me on Twitter at SoapboxMark. You can find the two of us on YouTube at SoapboxCarTV, where this Sunday we might actually have a chance to win back our Pixel Pro Wrestling Championship from Wrestlin' Fred.
Oh, Pixie is being held hostage by a madman who doesn't know the rules of the game.
He's a really nice human. Yeah. But you could also, hey, if you like us, we actually have merchandise. SoapboxCarTV.Spreadshirt.com. It's weird. We
Do you
just
like video games?
Like,
do you like shirts? Then you should wear a video game related shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna start wearing them on the show once they come in. But yeah, what about you, Hobo?
I'm gonna start launching my own website here pretty soon. BoxcarSuperstar.com, where you can find everything related to the hobo. So stay tuned and keep on clickety clack clack. And in the meantime, clickety clack clack me at the Twitter at TrueHobo and buy a shirt ProWrestlingTees.com/hobo.
What about you, Kathy?
You can find me on Twitter at Catherine Kelly, and you can find me on Instagram at Kathy Kelly. You can find all of us here on Twitter and Instagram at AfterBuzz TV. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you again next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.